Hi, Ben.
hmm
We are here today to talk about the analytics updates from this first half of 2022 release. A little bit of
Oh
background
man.
for those who don't know me. I'm Carey Ross. I work at Rising in the AMS team. Work a lot with reporting and analytics and some other modules within. Ben, why don't you tell us who you are?
Yeah, my name is Ben Smith, and I've been working in SuccessFactors for reporting and workforce analytics for just over 6 years now, and consulting with a multitude of different clients.
Awesome, awesome. Glad to be here with you today, Ben, to kind of talk about these exciting things that we have going on. Just a few things happen in this release for Report Center, but one very big thing is the new latest homepage experience.
Ooh,
We've
yeah.
been talking about this for a long time, I feel like, and it's time. There's no going back. Right after the release. So it's not happening with the release, but right after the release
Okay.
is when that new homepage, if you have not already updated to it, will be a universal upgrade for everybody in the preview instances and then in production.
Nice. Do you,
Yeah,
do you have
yeah.
to do you have to do you have to change any permissions or role-based permissions to get that to work on the home screen?
On the home screen, like right now, anybody who has used it already in their preview instance and any of that, you have not been able to do anything with reports yet. But with this update this time, there will now be a quick actions for the view tile reports. And there is a new permission setting, but you shouldn't need to do anything with it because that initial setting in the initial migration is going to be automatically applied to any roles that already have permission to view any of the tile reports that are on the homepage. So I think that's great, because my first reaction was I thought everybody's going to have to go in and figure out which roles I have to go in and update, and that could be a mess with people who have hundreds of roles, So I
Yeah,
think that's great that there's going to be that initial migration. I have thought, though, it might be useful to know what roles do have permission. Maybe people don't know everybody that has permission there. And my suggestion there is maybe go in and use the RBP data sets in table reports or in the Canvas
yeah,
reports using detailed reporting. And you can always
absolutely.
see who has it in case you're unsure. But that definitely, that view tile report actions has
And
been a major gap in the homepage.
and,
So
and those are
it's nice it'll be there.
and that role-based permission report that you just mentioned, that's actually a really simple report to build. I think there's even a standard report that you can upload into your environment if you don't already have something like that.
Yeah, I think that there is for the Canvas version.
hmm
Definitely a great way to be able to see who has permissions to what, even other than tile reports.
Absolutely.
One other kind of major, I'm saying major, but it affects Report Center in general. It's not really a major enhancement, but a nice to have, is on the view schedules page. So when you go into Report Center, view schedules, you have your my jobs, all
Yep.
jobs, my schedules. So there was a customer community request on an enhancement there to have that page kind of be I guess I refer to it as a sticky filter. So once I click on whatever menu I leave the system in, when I go back, it's going to remain on that one.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
save
I
some clicks.
I can't tell you how many clients I had that like run a job and then they go click on my schedule and they're like, where's my job I just ran? It's like, well,
Exactly.
you gotta click on my jobs. And so that's gonna, I think, save some, just, I mean, minor headaches, but
Yeah.
it'll save a lot.
A little bit of confusion there, save some
Absolutely.
clicks, save your wrist from the mouse actions and all of that. So I think that that'll be a nice to have, definitely. And always fun to see things that were requested as an enhancement by the customer community and
Oh
received
yeah.
enough votes on. You can see that they actually, they add things in when you place those requests, which is good. What about story reports, Ben? Do you have much about story reports? I know you work in those often.
Yeah, so story reports is exciting. It's ever evolving. It's very new. So there are some you do see some things in there that probably require updates. So we're getting some, so that's great. But I'd say the biggest update to this release is going to be just more data. I mean, it's just there's just more things that we can do now. We can now report off the people tag, the people profile tag. And we have some status tables now and report stories that we report off of as well.
Great.
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever been able to report on tags in profile before. I know in the last release, we could report on notes. And so I think that was new too. So that's great to be able to report on some things that we haven't been able to in the past.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's it'll be very helpful, I think, allow you to quickly navigate.
I know one other thing that they're mentioning for this release, and I think I actually mentioned it last release too, was about the maximum number of columns for learning in story reports.
So yeah, as I say, we've had a lot of people complain or have headaches with the limitations to the columns that we have, because I think it's limited at 30 for the longest time, and now they're actually increasing that to 120. So it should allow you to hopefully bring in more sets of data that our clients have been trying to pull and get everything we're after.
And that's just in line with the same number of columns for other story reports besides learning. And so that just kind of makes it more standard, which is good. I think originally that was supposed to come after the last release, but now it looks like it's really there for the learning data, which is great because
we got it
more
early?
and more clients there.
Okay.
Yeah. I know we have a couple of updates with workforce analytics on Hana as well. Not anything too major. From one standpoint is a little bit of a UI enhancement in the data factory page.
Absolutely.
I think it's just simplifying it maybe.
Yeah, so just the initial process and the regular full build sections have been merged is basically all it is. So it's just supposed to allow just a little more simplicity whenever you're going through the metric packs.
Yeah, I think that'll be nice. And because sometimes it was kind of confusing on where to kind of click around. And so if that simplifies the view there a little bit, makes it look a little bit more clean, and that will be very nice. And I hear we have a couple new metric packs available. That's always been kind of a little bit of a, gap from the traditional or workforce analytics on SQL. And more and more metric packs are becoming available, which is great.
Yep. So we have employee relations, so we can track all the employees that are dating the other employees within the system. I'm just kidding.
That's great. Okay.
No, the new metric packs.
Wait, they track that?
Yeah, Christmas parties. No, so employee relations and HR delivery, service delivery, actually, are the new metric packs that have been released.
Awesome. So really, that just shows that there's more enhancements there to bridge that gap with the traditional workforce analytics. Obviously, if anybody is interested in implementing those within your workforce analytics on Hana, just reach out to your account manager, and they'd be happy to help you figure out what all is needed there and get you some estimates for making that live in yours. Right. Overall, kind of somewhat of a light release, I think, for analytics. But some good stuff there. I'm really excited for the new homepage. Hope everybody else is. I'm excited to see kind of how that all works out. But Ben, I'm glad that we were able to get here together today and discuss these. Obviously, if anybody has any questions, reach out to us. We would love to answer any further details.
Yeah, I look forward to hearing from people.
All right. Thanks, Ben.
Thank you, Carey.